The United States formally accused the Morena governor of Sinaloa, Ruben Rocha Moya, which reignited comparisons with Genaro Garcia Luna, the former Secretary of Public Security during Felipe Calderon's administration. Although their contexts are different, both cases share key elements. So in this video, I will explain the main similarities and differences between the two cases. The first similarity is that both have been accused by the U.S. justice system of having worked on behalf of the Sinaloa criminal organization. The accusation is not just about omission, but about active participation within the criminal structure and in the international trafficking of illicit substances. In the case of Garcia Luna, the prosecution maintains that he leaked information about operations, eliminated the group's rivals, and guaranteed protection for the shipments. In this way, he would have received millions in bribes in exchange for turning the authorities into a protective arm for crime. In the case of Rocha Moya, the accusation points to an institutional protection network in Sinaloa that would involve everyone from the state prosecutor's office to police commanders in Culiacan. He is described as a political mediator who allegedly held meetings to resolve internal conflicts within the group and would alert them about operations. In both files, the conclusion is the same: an institutional protection network where public power would have been used to serve a criminal organization, the Second New York. Although the Secretary of Security was tried in Brooklyn and the governor is implicated in Manhattan, both cases are part of the same major federal prosecution effort in the United States. It was there where Joaquin Guzman was sentenced in 2019, opening a chain of testimonies that continue to feed new case files today. By concentrating the cases in New York, the investigations have access to the same network of protected witnesses. In other words, several of the kingpins who testified against Guzman and Garcia Luna are now the ones supporting the accusations against the Sinaloa governor. The third similarity is precisely the use of cooperating witnesses. In the trial of the PAN member, key figures such as Sergio Villarreal and Jesus Zambada were crucial, as they detailed alleged bribes and connections with political power. In the case of the Morena member, the prosecution would have testimonies from Ismael Zambada and the sons of Guzman Loera, who reportedly provided information about meetings and alleged financial agreements with authorities in Sinaloa. The fourth similarity is that both deny the accusations. Genaro Garcia Luna even stated in letters that his trial was a sham based on testimonies from criminals he himself fought against. For his part, Ruben Rocha Moya has described the case as a perverse strategy, claiming that it is a political attack against his movement. Meanwhile, although the similarities are evident, there are also important differences. The first is in the legal status. The former secretary was already detained in 2019, faced a federal trial, and is now serving a 38-year prison sentence. In contrast, the state governor is just facing the beginning of a legal battle. His process begins with a request for detention for extradition purposes, so his future still depends on the Mexican courts and the diplomatic relationship between both countries. Finally, the second difference lies in the weight of the evidence. In the case of Garcia Luna, the evidence was already evaluated by a federal jury that reviewed testimonies and documents before issuing a verdict. With Rocha Moya, we are still in the realm of accusations. The U.S. Attorney's Office has an open case, but it has not yet been presented or validated in court. What is known today comes mainly from journalistic investigations and judicial leaks that will still have to stand up in front of a judge. What do you think? Do you think the Morena governor could have the same fate as Garcia Luna? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.